Hello.
Hello.
Before beginning, I would like to excuse my bad English, but I'm French.
That's all right.
I will try.
You're doing very well then.
There is a new album coming, The Horse's Mouth, as you said. Why did you feel the need to make another solo record right now?
Well, I felt the need to make a new solo record because I had quite a big collection of songs. I've spent the last 3 years writing material for the Fixx record, and quite obviously there were a few songs that were written that weren't going to fit for the Fixx, but I didn't want them to just disappear. So I started to have a collection of songs, and I decided to work with Nick Jackson again, who produced Solar Minimum for me and also Beautiful Friction for the Fixx. So we had a really good working relationship right now, and it just seemed the right time. It's important for me just to keep sight on just my musical ability, writing songs. I just like to, as you get older, it's nice to explore different genres. And not all my musical tastes come out in the Fixx, so I at least have another opportunity now to show my other loves.
And is it for you a way to make some personal things, more personal things?
Yeah, it's the more vulnerable sides, introspective, and it's also nice to be able to make music without asking anyone else's opinion. You just make it on your own. It's a very egotistical thing to do, but it's fun.
What is different about this record with the other ones?
The main difference between this record and the other ones is especially Solar Minimum. Solar Minimum found me in quite a dark mood, and I did it on purpose. I wanted the record to have quite a somber tone. This one is more upbeat. I'm using some of the same musicians from Solar Minimum, Will Chisholm on drums, especially, great drummer. But this is slightly more upbeat, more pop songs, and some harder hitting rock. Just different energies.
Why may I hear you cry?
Who have you been working with on this solo album record?
Yeah, well, I recalled Will Chisholm, and I've been working with Nick Jackson. Then I've had Jamie West-Oram on guitar.
Yes, from the Fixx.
From the Fixx. It's very addictive. And then Nick has been doing quite a lot of the musical parts too.
Yes. Could we have some examples of the song we find on this album? Two or three examples.
There's one of my favorite songs on the up-and-coming record is one called Light in the Darkest Corners. It's a big sort of pop ballad, if you like, and it's just got a great energy to it.
Empty as I feel, the uncycled time in the wheel, all senses good at heart, I found my role to play. The circumstance of life means nothing without a little luck and chance along the way.
There's a song called Celebrating that's got a very interesting kind of mood, hovering mood, but it's got a very poppy chorus too, so I'm excited about that.
We should be celebrating.
there's a lot more brass instrumentation on the record.
To the good in you. Just another star. I see the good in you. No fear can pull us apart. I see the good in you. A beacon through the dark. I see the good in you. Oh, just another star is all you are.
Do you feel more pop, rock?
Yeah, I mean, pop, when you look at what the word pop means, it just means popular. I only wish it would be popular. It's slightly, the arrangements are shorter, the songs are shorter, it's sort of pop arrangements, but there is definitely a rock element to it as well.
Before our days, I will be bathed in the light, melting our guards are down. When the wind is right, we change our tack right up to the shore. When our eyes connect, a little spark flies out, racing in the soul. We'll open our arms and embrace it all, a sight to behold.
What you made me listen made me think that there is sometimes a big production on this record with a lot of instruments. It rocks.
Yeah, the idea was to get as much energy coming out and just let the song dictate what it needed. Sometimes you can get too much going on and it just sounds, you're trying to get more energy, but the more you put on, the flatter the sound, because there's only so much the ear can interpret. But on these songs it just naturally grew and grew and grew, so everything was sounding big, and I'm quite happy about that.
Our reckless ways and glory days with all wine and song. Too many candles through the night. Now we wake, crack of dawn, it's cold without a spark. We all but lost desire. It's all over now. It's all over. You
For example, in the Returning Sun, there was a lot of programmation. It's not the case for this one. It's less the case.
Yeah, there's less programming and more live playing. I mean, there was in the beginning, when I wrote the things at my own studio in the computer, there were fairly little arrangements, but I didn't get so final. I let the things that were just rough so that when we were interpreting it with the real musicians, it would really come alive.
Now I'm gonna try. Pretend for now, hold my breath and die beneath the fight. And when it's right, it can surface like a bubble and explode before my eyes. Used to think chances.
How do you work? You explained to me that sometimes the musicians with who you play are not here with you. You exchange by internet, for example?
Yeah. The great thing about the internet now is that you can finish a piece of music and send it off to somebody whilst you're sleeping. And whilst you're sleeping, they're doing their guitar part or bass part or drum part. And they send it back to you when they go to bed. And then when I'm waking up, there it is, all finished the next morning. So I haven't wasted any time. It can be very quick.
The Horse's Mouth. What a strange title.
There's an expression in English saying the horse's mouth, meaning you heard the story from the source. Because when you look at in a horse's mouth, you can see the age through the teeth. And so that's how you always tell the real story. So I figured, it'd be a good idea. And being always close to horses, I figured it was just time.
Love's rushing huge waves, a river fed from the source. Life gives in strange ways, words from the horse's mouth.
So we wish good luck and a good career to the Horse's Mouth.
Yes. Thank you, and I'd like to thank all the people that pre-ordered the album and donated an extra fee because it helps me make the record, it pays for the musicians, and I couldn't do it without them. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and let's keep it going for the next one.
Okay, and thank you for this interview.
Thank you, Frank.
There's the light shining in, to the darkest corners. I felt something